All right, so this #1 featherweight contender is no stranger to this setting. Tonight, though, he believes he's just a much better version of himself and finally has the goods and the chops to actually be a world champion.
Sometimes you get there, Johnny, and you're just not ready. It's not easy to become the best in the world. The first time this man got here, he was a great fighter. He was good, but he just wasn't ready to be the best in the world. He said that the moment he got back home, he went to work to improve it. He feels like all the improvements were made, and tonight he is the best featherweight the UFC has.
And it does seem as though we have taken two-way action on this fight, but a lot of people believe in the challenger, and I'm not just talking about his coaches. We'll see how it goes tonight. All right, so here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight. But to see some of the performances as of late, and to see how he continues to evolve and get better even as the champion is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse, strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. And now, one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, John the Sniper Woodson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, the Volkman, Alexander Volkanovski, at one point in rugby league, he weighed 214 pounds. As you know, he competes at 145 pounds in mixed martial arts, and he has evolved into the best featherweight in the world today. Striking is the focus here tonight, particularly when it comes to the leg kicks. Believes that he can get those calves pretty sore on his opponent here.
Leg kick lands, my favorite strike.
Missed with that attempt.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, and stringing them together so effectively, never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Oh, nice left hook there from Volkanovski.
Volkanovski is such a phenomenal fighter. I believe his confidence is what truly carries him to be so spectacular, to be so successful. He believes with every part of himself that he is the absolute best fighter in the world.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Oh, nice job landing the knee there. He's got a lot of size for this division and put it to good use there. Volkanovski gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Push kick there to the body. Oh, another beautiful combination there, DC. If this is not his best striking performance in the UFC, I'm not sure what was.
We've never seen him look so good. And he's got him hurt. He's got to start looking to finish.
Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips, it's boom, inside leg kick lands.
Back and forth we go. Final seconds here of round one. Second round, straight ahead.
Nice workout there, too. Wow, this striking is on a whole nother level. I want you to keep doing that. The jab is beautiful. Keep that in his face. That's what's going to...
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Massive head kick. Unable to connect there. All right, well, you can see in plain sight here, his leg is hurt, starting to limp a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to see him limp. I mean, you take so many leg kicks, you're gonna limp. It's natural. You got to check these kicks right now, or that's gonna happen.
Nice kick to the body. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in his fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two.
Doing a great job fighting behind your reach and dictating where the fight takes place.
Volkanovski's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Oh, nice jab by Volkanovski.
Really putting his kicks together now. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. Oh!
Volkanovski's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Under a minute now to go in the round.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there. But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from doing this kick over and over again.
Just misses with the jab there. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, he's got him hurting here. I mean, how about those 5 minutes, DC? One of the best rounds of the year. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, here we go at the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
That's a really strong leg kick there by Volkanovski. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's taking peeks. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here, what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Just a nasty leg kick. That's
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
And just misses with that big right hand.
As he gets close, beautiful placement on that flying knee.
Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, big shots here. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Waning seconds here of round number 3.
Another strike gets through from the top position. He passes the half.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, no surprise to see that eye continue to be targeted. Some replays from the previous round in which a lot of damage was doled out.
Well, the cut man's got some work to do to try to give this kid an opportunity to stay in the fight, because the reality is he has taken far too many shots to the eye, and now he's dealing with a nasty cut. He has got to change something.
Ready.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test.
He's got a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Ooh, looking to set up the head kick, but he misses. Volkanovski's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the... Oh, and he lands another huge leg kick downstairs. Lord have mercy, man. This could be the beginning of the end.
John, it's time for his corner to start looking at stopping this fight. He has taken far too many of these leg kicks.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Volkanovski's got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Volko. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Oh, Volkanovski's back in half guard.
Oh, right to the mouth. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Oh, big shots raining down. All right, well, that blow is busting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him. Trading huge shots. Let's see. He's going to be the last man standing.
Hook to the head by Volkanovski.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, heavy shots raining down. Oh, Volkanovski's back to the side control now. making all these shots count.
This is where he wants to be.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. This man is landing brutal ground and pound. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter. He's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Final seconds of the fight. Volkanovski's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right,
Ladies
the official
and
decision is
after
now in.
5
Here
rounds,
is Bruce
we go to
Buffer.
the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-47, 48-47, and 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, John the Sniper Woodson!
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. That's going to be some after party tonight. Caution, flammable. Congrats to the new UFC featherweight king.
When you win that first belt, the